Welcome back to Google Classroom and Math with Mrs. Lawson and
Liz.
Please get your math journals and turn to page 242 so we can start our lesson. All right, so we're on math boxes and this is a preview for the next unit, which is 8. So box 1 says to measure to the nearest ½ inch. Which is longer? The length from A, zigzagging down to B, or the length from C to D? So Liz is going to get her ruler and do some measuring.
So first, here we have half, 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 and half. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 2.5.
Okay.
Did you want me to say like half one?
It's okay. Just write 2.5 at the
Okay.
bottom.
And
I think
then-
maybe if I were measuring it, I would have said 1/2 plus 1/2. That would be 1 whole.
Okay.
1/2 plus 1/2 would be
Is 2 whole,
Right.
and then another half is 2.5.
Exactly.
My
Okay,
bad.
that's all right.
Okay, now C to D, we can see it goes to 2. So the length is 2.
So which is longer, Liz?
A to B.
Okay, so write that on the line. And now we ask, how much longer is it? About blank inches.
About 1/2 inch, because it's 2.5 and then 2.
Excellent. So for box 2, I want you to try this one by yourself and we'll come back and fill in the answers with you. It says to fill in the circles in front of names for 36, and you should choose 2 of these. So you're going to have to do the calculations to figure out all these answers and oval in the 2 that would equal 36. And for box 3, you will also do this one. Fill in the blanks to make the number sentences true. So for example, this first one, we know that it equals 15. You need to come up with the 2 numbers you'd multiply together to get 15. So please do box 2 and 3, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, Liz, why don't you explain to us how you got these answers and then choose the 2 that equal 36.
So I answered each problem. I said 8 times 3 is 24. 9 times 4 is 36. So we're like, okay, there's one that equals 36. So we're going to circle B. 6 times 7 is 42. And then 6 times 6 is 36. So we have 2 answers. B and D both equal 36.
Good job. Okay, for box 3, fill in the blanks to make the number sentences true. So let me just say that whatever answer Liz writes, there might be 1 or 2 additional answers that would also be correct. So we'll try to let you know what those are as we go. So Liz, what did you choose? The 2 numbers multiplied together that would equal 15.
I would probably say 3 times 5.
Okay, and can you think of any other combination that we could write in blue above that?
No.
15 times 1.
Oop. Oh, yeah. Do you want me to write it below?
Sure. All right, let's go back to pink. And what 2 numbers multiplied together equal 20?
4 and 5.
And of course, with the fact families, a student could have written 5 first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, any others other than 20 times 1 that you can think of?
10 times 2.
Oh, excellent. Okay, next line. What times what equals 24?
I'm going to pick 8 and 3.
Okay, any others?
4 and 6. So do you want me to put the bigger number first?
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
And Susie, can you think of another one for 24?
2 times 12.
Good.
Oh, good job, Suze.
Oh, okay, off to the side, totally fine. And the last one, what times what equals 30?
3 times 10.
Good.
Good job, Suze.
Susie's helping us from the camera. The back
5
of the
and
camera.
6.
Yes, 5 times 6.
Oops.
And maybe 15 times 2.
There you go, Mom.
So the students might have had any of those combinations.
Box number 4, it says how many sides? We see 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sides. I'll label them 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put X's on one pair of parallel sides. You could do
Use a
anything.
different color.
So let's do these two. They're parallel. They are on top of each other, but they never touch. So X, X.
Okay, Liz, whoa. Oh, I know that you wanted to speed up because this video was getting long, but may I see the blue pen again? I just want to make a comment because I did teach the students this year. Remember that parallel lines are like a railroad track that just keeps going
That's what I
and
said.
going. So we did these little drawings in class to remind us that it's like railroad tracks that keep going and they won't cross into each other. I know
Yeah.
you said that, but I just wanted to make that little note.
Okay.
Okay, because you were talking like so fast.
Yeah.
So now write a name for the shape, and there are 3 that I can think of. What would you like to write?
Rectangle.
Oh, okay, go ahead. And the other boys and girls might have thought of other shapes. Susie, what's one that you can think of?
Quadrilateral.
Good.
I cannot spell that.
That's
Let's write quad.
Oh, goodness. And the other one that we had thought of?
Parallelogram.
Good.
Trapezoid.
Parallelogram.
And the truth about Liz's spelling comes out. Okay, thanks, Liz. All right, for box 5, there are 5 pencils in a pack. Catalina has 2 packs. How many pencils in all? So, Liz, what operation are we going to choose for this?
Multiplication.
And the 2 facts are?
5 times 2.
Good, go ahead and write that in.
5 times 2.
And the answer?
10.
And the unit.
Pencils?
Yeah, you're going to have to write really little.
What if I just write pencil? I was gonna write an abbreviation,
Yeah,
but there is none.
No.
'Cause
Okay.
pen is the abbreviation.
Okay.
And that's pen.
Uh-huh. So Reese has 20 packs. How many pencils in all? So what are the 2 numbers you're going to work with?
20.
And
5.
so 20 times 5 is?
I'll write that.
Liz is glaring at me across the camera saying, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
And the unit is?
Pencils.
Good job, Liz. All right, so boys and girls, it is time for the last box, box 6. So let me read it to you because I'm sure you're very curious why these little big-eyed animals are here.
And chocolate chips.
And chocolate chips. So it says, 4 children share $36 equally. How much money does each child get? So we can't really line up 4 children in such a small space. And so I went and found these 4 what we call big-eyed creatures. And instead of money, we have chocolate chips. Wait. What's the matter, Tim?
Oh, you forgot the penguin! They always travel together.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, so I wasn't going to mention this, but all of these are Tim's. I know you probably thought they were Liz's.
They were at once. I had bought them all and made a collection, even bigger than this. And then I was cleaning out, and I had so many, and I actually wanted some new things, so I needed some money. And that's money was the main thing. And Tim wanted them. He came in when I was cleaning out and wanted them. And so I was like, fine, I'll sell you them for $5 each, because if you buy these, you know that they are $5 each.
Actually, Liz, they're between $10 and $20.
And so he paid me like a ton of money for all of these. And then Mom found out and was like, that is not fair because they are used and they should not be $5. And I had to give him money back, even though I paid $5 for each.
Okay, so that's the story of how Tim now has this collection. They're very dear to him. But Tim, thank you for loaning them, but we don't need the penguin
We have
because
4 children in
the
the
math problem says 4.
Then me and him will just watch over here.
We have our 4 children and we have our 36 chocolate chips. So show us how we could divide them equally to find out how many chocolate chips each big-eyed animal's gonna get.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12.
Susie's rolling her eyes.
13. 29, 30, 30, 35, and 36.
Excellent. Okay, and now the big question to fill in the box. How much money or how many chocolate chips does each large animal get?
Let's start with Twig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay,
They
and we
each get
can
9.
just start and end with Twig because you're right. The answer is 9. So boys and girls, write 9 on the line, the first line for number 6. And the unit, then you could either write dollars or you can write chocolate chips.
And another way
Okay.
you can do this if you don't want to take the time and spread it out is just doing 36 divided by 4.
Which is exactly the division number model. So the division number model, then we would write 36 divided by, and what we knew was that we had the 4 animals, and then that answer was how many chocolate chips each?
9.
Equals 9. Good job. And thank you, Tim. Oh, you're going to make sure the penguin gets some. And you too. Thank you, Tim, for loaning those animals. All right, third graders. So today I only want you to do 5 minutes of Moby Max. And I have a little bit of an incentive for you, especially for in the coming weeks. My goal is that you would do at least 30 minutes of Moby Max every week. Now, you cannot log in on Monday and do all 30 minutes and then ignore it all week when I say, please log on and do 5 or 10. But when it comes to Thursday, I will say to you, this is how many minutes of Moby Max I want you to do. But on a Thursday, if you already have a total of 30 minutes for the whole week, then you can just click the turn in button. Because on Thursdays, when I click to see how many minutes you have done, I will be looking at how many you've done for the whole week. So remember, that's only Thursdays, which is today. So if you've already done a total of 30 minutes in Moby Max this week, then you can just hit the turn in button. Now, if you're wondering, how do I know how many minutes I've done in Moby Max? Then you need to go back and watch my morning message from this morning because I teach you how to find out how many minutes you've got. All right, well, thanks for your help, Liz, Tim, and all of the big-eyed animals. And this has been Math with Mrs. Lawson and
Liz.
Oh.